All right, guys, today we're here at Momotaro Ramen in Paso Robles. Going to sit down with the ownership, Matteo and Brittany, talk shop. They're going to tell a little bit about their story. Then we're going to get behind the scenes and see them whip up some amazing ramen. Stay tuned. Hi, my name's Jay Bond. I run the Bond Real Estate Group. I made it my mission to showcase all the eateries, bars, wineries, and everything else the SLO has to offer. Join me for the SLO Spotlight. With my new friends Brittany and Matteo. Pleasure, brother. Doing wonderful, doing wonderful. So we're here at Momotaro Ramen in Paso Robles. So I've been hearing a lot about you guys, and I'm hearing amazing good things. Follow you on Instagram, and I wanted to pop in and make a point to come see you and talk shop. So really cool story. I mean, new fun space here in Paso. We're seeing a lot of changes. You guys are part of that change, and we were chatting a little bit about that. But I just wanted to pop in today, kind of let you guys just tell your story, talk about what you got going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, take it away.
Take it away as far as like the story or
well,
what
okay,
part?
So the story, it starts from us wanting ramen.
Yes.
You know, craving it. I lived in LA for 10 years. She was in LA for a couple of years as well. And it just got to the point when we were out here, we just couldn't find good ramen. Yeah. And so we decided to take the initiative. I come from an extensive background in sushi. It's also in the blood. My grandmother is Japanese. And so the book started with me. It was a book that my grandmother used to read me as a kid. And that kind of segued into what our ramen shop is now. Yeah.
I think you meant to say the name.
Yes, the name
of the ramen shop
gotcha.
it hails from a book
Yeah.
that his grandmother used to read him. So the name, Momotaro, which means peach boy. So we kind of have little facts and little things about like our name and the story kind of hidden throughout like the shop, and we actually have the story available for our guests to read when you're sitting at the bar. And we do have a shadow box and as well as a picture of his grandparents on their wedding day available for guests too. Yeah.
So very personal. I like it.
Yes, very much so.
Personal touch to everything. Yeah. Very cool. And as far as the space here, so traffic-wise, I mean, this is a cool dig.
Yeah, the biggest goal, obviously, like we're not quite downtown. We're just a couple of blocks out of downtown. But the biggest goal too was to make sure, like, one, we're in something where there's constantly like a revolving door of people. Whether it's kind of the like locals kind of hide out on the weekends from a lot of the tourists, or it's kind of the hidden gem. There is some vacation rentals that are here as well. So whether we get like the new guests that are here staying, or people that, we're in that kind of perfect spot on Spring where if you were on one side of like say closer to 24th coming through, or on the east side coming over to the west side of Paso, you'll kind of pass by us no matter what.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The cool central spot, not exactly downtown, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly.
I know we were chatting, and you guys were doing takeout as well. Right?
Yes,
Maintaining that, and I think everyone's kind of gotten real familiar with takeout.
Yes, very much so.
And it's kicked off, and it's been surprisingly enough, like people are really crushing it, with takeout.
Yeah, takeout's been good for us. Again, like we spoke prior, we didn't plan on it. We didn't have it originally in our business plan whatsoever. But obviously opening up August 2020 in the middle of all the pandemic and everything, it kind of gave us a different segue to reach our guests, and still being able to operate and be successful,
exactly,
in what we do. And then once we opened up fully and were able to sit at the bar, I mean, obviously that took off as well.
Sure.
But it's been a big help.
I love it. I'm excited for you guys. Yeah,
Thank you.
Really cool. Is there anything that you want to touch base on menu-wise that's been real popular and that you think folks are going to really resonate with? Yeah.
Well, our most popular ramen right now, I'd probably say, is our Momotaro Ramen. Is our namesake ramen. It's a tonkatsu-based ramen, which is a richer, creamier pork-based broth. It's really popular in the States right now. We do have 4 total, though. We have a shio, which is a lighter, brothier style, as well as a shoyu, which is another lighter, brothier style seasoned with soy sauce. And we have a vegetarian option available for the guests as well. We try to keep our ramens as lack of a better term, classic as possible. We're in an area of the county that is definitely still steak and potatoes, and so we want to be able to offer an experience for people, that know what's going on. You know what good ramen is at its base.
Absolutely. You know, and a lot of people here probably haven't had a good ramen experience.
A lot of people
to be
have.
honest.
It's very true.
No, yeah. Sometimes we'll hear that we are like the top ramen spot, or whatever we can bridge that gap. And for us, it's trying to make things like as approachable, while at the same time making sure that we're not like cutting any corners. You know, we do make all of our stocks here in house, especially like you mentioned the tonkatsu broth. Start to finish, it's anywhere
24 hours.
24, sometimes a little bit longer from start to finish. So. Yeah, a lot of care and everything.
Well, that's true. I mean, hard work. You know, you get the results. So
absolutely.
I love it.
We have a small space, so we don't do a lot. We don't have a huge menu. You know, we have 4 ramens, 5 to 7 appetizers, but we do a lot of what we call chef snacks, which are our specials. We run every couple weeks. Right now, shishitos, we get them locally, so we're able to utilize our farmers as well still, and then be able to offer different types of, lack of a better term, street foods of Japan. You know, so we've done roasted sweet potatoes, we've done Japanese style croquettes, and a lot of different things. We're doing katsu sandos right now, which are really fun and popular on Thursdays. And we only do it on Thursdays because we have a limited space of baking power for our bread, because we do make our bread here in house. She's a baker by trade, so we definitely utilize that to the best of our ability. Obviously, we're making our bread, and then the fried pork katsu, or right now we're doing a kabocha squash katsu. So those are a lot of fun, and those are definitely, if you are a sandwich person, highly recommend coming try them out. They're really good, really, really good.
We'll be back.
Every Thursday.
Yeah, Thursdays. It's we like. At first couldn't keep up with the demand. It is, except for the fact that, like he mentioned, taking up like all of our oven space is a challenge, especially when we have like chashu to cook or anything else. So finding that really strategic like amount that we can do and not sell out before 12 o'clock when we open at 11 is fantastic. So exactly.
Yes, very much so.
All right, brother, behind the scenes.
Yes.
I appreciate you having me back here, dude.
Thanks for coming.
In your zone, absolutely. So what are we whipping up? What do we got going on?
We're doing our signature Momotaro Ramen. It's a tonkatsu-based broth.
Okay.
So it's all pork-based, so it's a lot richer and creamier.
Right on.
Palate. Yeah.
I love it.
So let's jump right in.
Sweet, brother, let's do it.
So we're going to start off with our chashu that we pre-braise, and then we slice it and then caramelize it to order.
Awesome.
Just takes a second. Color, and then from there we start into our tade. So this is our shio tade, so it's a salt-based tade. This is what's going to flavor our ramen.
I love it.
And then from here it's pretty easy. We're just going to drop our noodles into our water bath. Put 1 minute timer. We like ours a little bit on the al dente side, a little chewiness.
Yeah.
So while that's going, I'm going to pour my broth.
There we are.
So we're going to drain as much water as we can out of our noodles. We don't want to obviously add any excessive water back into our broth. And then not all ramen places do it, but I like to. One thing we do here is fold our noodles over to present them.
Got it.
Let's see if I can get it on one shot today. Not too bad. Oops. And then we're going to add our moyashi. These are marinated bean sprouts with soy sauce and sesame seeds. And then our shredded cabbage. And that goes in with our chashu we just seared. And then the most important thing in the ramen is our marinated egg. This is a shoyu marinated egg, meaning it's marinated with soy sauce.
Love it, dude.
And then up front, we'll finish it off with our black garlic oil and scallions. All right, so now we're going to garnish with our black garlic oil, which is a mix of 3 different roasted doneness of garlic, and then sesame oil, and then finish it with our scallions. There we go.
My brother. Awesome. Love it. Great presentation. Thank you, sir.
Of course, enjoy.